my colleague Deputy Regina Doherty. I've always believed that a single utility and a charging mechanism is absolutely crucial for us to adequately address the deficits in the provision of a quality water and wastewater treatment system. As a former councillor, I saw at first hand how the system where 34 different local authorities all had responsibility for water infrastructure just didn't work. I've had estates in South Kildare where raw sewage flows out on the green areas, some of which is resolved, some of which is about to be resolved in recent times by Irish Water. Previous to that, all Kildare County Council could manage to do, because of the limited resources and the devolved grants that we're waiting for from the Department of Environment, was to pay for very expensive tankering that never addressed the underlying system and was throwing good money after bad. In a short period of time, Irish Water is getting to grips with these issues, bringing about solutions much quicker and for less money because of the economies of scale that a single entity brings. Irish Water has delivered 34 new treatment plants, 26 of which are for wastewater, and not enough discussion about Irish Water has been about the wastewater element. 8 drinking water, 73 upgrades with 51 wastewater, 22 drinking water. A further 47 water conservation projects have been completed with 452 kilometres of pipe remediated. The impact on people's health and quality of life was a key motivation in changing how we manage our water and wastewater infrastructure. Irish Water have removed 20,000 people from the long-term boil water notice. 300,000 people have been removed from the EPA's remedial action list. Through metering and the first fix repair system, customer-sided leakage has been identified to the extent that it is estimated 34 million litres of water a day has been saved, the equivalent of the entire demand for County Wicklow on a daily basis. So now, due to the result of the election, the future of Irish Water and a charging mechanism has come under serious scrutiny. The result of the general election has given us a very changed Dail, Cathaoirleach. No one party can claim victory or claim that they have received a full mandate. Some in this House have cherry-picked the issues and some of their pre-election promises over others. But with a new Dail comes a new way of doing business. Gone are the days of a government that can drive through its own agenda, which it was elected to do. Instead is a more empowered Parliament, where consensus will be named the game. Members of the opposition, if and when a government is formed, need to be aware that life in opposition will have changed utterly also. Gone will have been the day of grandstanding and populism alone, although I expect plenty of that to still continue. But with it, a more consensus-driven Dail will be a responsibility in opposition. Those who want to abolish Irish Water may well get an opportunity to determine the future of the entity and a charging mechanism through the proposed Dail committee. But they also will have to provide suggestions as to how you would address the 950,000 households of the population who have paid their charges to date. They will have to make suggestions as to how those in businesses and farmers and on group water schemes or with private wells and septic tanks will be treated. If they think they can go back to the old system of the inequity of some people paying for water and wastewater services and others not, they can think again. They will have to come off the fence regarding where the money will come from to provide the €1.4 billion for investment up until 2021 if domestic charges are abolished. Through the new proposed budgetary committee, they can decide what areas, such as the health budget, our housing and homelessness budget, that can be sacrificed for the money that's needed to modernise our water and wastewater infrastructure. Or maybe they'll just repeat the mistakes of the past and decide to not invest enough into our water and wastewater treatment. This Dáil term will see a more powerful Parliament. Considering over the last 60-odd days we've witnessed more people who want to be in opposition than try to constructively form a government, let those who think they can comfortably sit on the opposition benches on the fence be put on notice. Your populism and your sound bites regarding Irish Water will be put to the test. I look forward to a process where I will continue to advocate for a single entity to manage our water services in this country that is properly funded to drive the investment that is needed. I look forward to a process that will call out the bluffers and the spin doctors who tell us that we can have everything for nothing. And I hope for a debate where the facts will dominate and help to inform public opinion. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ken Cola. I think